video did was really hard for me and for a lot of others as they watched it and thought about how they had the same thoughts, the same fears, the same insecurities. And at the moment, I wasn't really ready to dive into what the solution was. I was just in the moment, feeling the pain of the journey. I just feel less than today.
No, that's what you're seeing.
Less
See
than.
more, because you're never less than.
Feel less than. Feel less than I need to be. But I've been thinking a lot about coming out of that video, what it means to take a look at your part and what it means to take responsibility for your life and for your future, for your thoughts, for your feelings, for your boundaries, and for a successful way of living life. This whole day has been hard to look at because I keep seeing where I mess up left and right and left and right. And so I wanted to do a reading for me, my past self, in that moment, and for you, those who were touched by that video. So if you watch that video and you felt the power of it because those thoughts were like your thoughts, then sis or my brother, this video is for you. When you're feeling down, when you're feeling like you're not enough, when you're feeling like everything you do is not good enough, when you feel like you're still a day late and $1 short and nothing you do is ever going to be enough, and you just keep messing up right and left. Nick called it the pains of the journey, and he said turn the pain into gain. Right, Nick?
That's right.
And I've been thinking a lot about that the past week and a half after I did that video. You see, in the moment I was in the pain, I was in the struggle, and I know you felt that because many of you in the pain and the struggle felt that, and I received overwhelming responses that the words touched your heart. But let's be honest, it can't stop there.
Divine timing. You're here up on this mountain for a reason, for this message that you have that you're holding back on. Let go. Let go.
No matter how great it is to be in touch with our feelings, the work is not done. So I came here today to talk about the work. And I want to consider this reading a love letter to my past self and to my future self whenever I get in that spot again, to remember the opportunity of, like Nick said, turning pain into gain. That's right.
That's right.
That is right.
And you're feeling the pain of the journey. This is the moment in which you got to take that pain and turn it into a gain. Yes, that sounds funny, but that's the message. Take the pain and make the gain, because the pain is part of the lesson, it's part of the journey.
So sis, if that video spoke to you, my brother, if that video spoke to you, it's time to do the work. It's time to hear what Spirit has to say about the responsibility we have when we go through those things. You see, we might start out feeling like it's all wrong and that we're without the answers and that we're feeling a day late and $1 short. We're feeling like we're letting down the people around us. Yeah, that's true. We feel that. And it's good to feel that and get in touch with it. And if it's too much for the moment to think about doing anything about it, you rest and you do self-care. But I'll tell you what, we have the ability to heal the effect we have on others. If we take responsibility and we embrace, it's an opportunity. It's an actual situation we could look at and say, hey, how do I become a better person, have a better impact on the people around me and the world around me if I take a look at these things without fear and judgment and self-disapproval? It's this self-judgment and this self-defeating process where I have to assess and align myself up with the rest of the world and say, do I measure up? So if you're there, take a minute, but when you come out of it, let's look at what we need to do. First thing we need to do is take a clear look. What exactly are we responsible for? If we did something that was less than, how do we make sure it doesn't happen again? Committing to solutions instead of feeling stuck. I'll tell you where the difference is. It's the grit. It's the dedicated effort, and it's the level of mastery we put into each of these items that we feel we'd like to bring more to the table for. It's an opportunity, sis. Come on, baby, you hear me. It's time to step up. It's time to make sure we're doing what we need to do in this world. And just when you think you might figure it out, that fear is going to pop right back up, Spirit says. Spirit says that fear is going to pop right back up. And you know what we need to do with it? We need to make sure that this time, we're stronger. We can take a look at our responsibility without getting into the self-defeat. We can take a look at it as an assessment process, as a research process. And then we can go ahead and do what we need to do, which is take the first step towards a solution. What can you do today? The first step towards doing something better next time. The first step, just the very, very first one. And then after that, you take another. And then you take another. If it's a journey, just put one foot in front of the other and you'll get there eventually. You'll get where you're going. It's just a journey. You don't have to have it all figured out today. God knows I don't have it figured out today. No one has it figured out today. And if they seem like they do, they just put one step ahead a little sooner than you did, and you're no further behind. Then that's when Spirit comes in and scoops you up and says, with this effort you've made, I will match it tenfold. Trust. Each of us has people around us that we can communicate with. Each of us has people around us that can come together and assist us at the times of self-assessment or taking a look at how did I affect you? How can I show up for you better? How can I show up for myself better? Have that communication with yourself. Tell yourself, inner child, what do you need? What do we need to look at? What do we need to learn? And the trick is we gotta leave our problems behind. We have to continue to commit to the process of movement and growth. Commit to the cycle of growth. Commit to it. Commit to it. It's the only way things are gonna change. It's the only way you're gonna get what you want if you have something that you want that you don't already have. You can't do the same things and get something different. You have to do different things to get something different. So baby girl, my friends, whoever's listening, do something different. Move on from that problem. And when you feel like you need a little reminder and a little boost, I like to actually put a little database in my mind, if you will, a little place where I keep files in there. And it's all the good things I love about myself. And I review those files when I need to. I review those files. Sometimes when you're in the moment and you're feeling the hurt, you can't do it. But that moment you get your self-care and rest, you sit up, you review those files, you take a look. You're a good person, baby. You're a good person. I'm talking to you. You're a good person. You are beautiful inside and out. And you are capable of more than you could ever imagine. You could have it all, right, Nick?
That's right. You can have it all.
You can have it all. No compromises. You can have the effect in the people in the world around you that you want to have. You can stand up and say, with this, I will learn. With this, I will grow. With this, I will be stronger. For you, for me, and for the impact it has on the world. I tell you, baby, you can have all your dreams. You can be that person you want to be. You can let go of all the self-doubt. You can let go of the judgment. Work your process. Be where you're going to be. But when it's time, baby, you pick yourself up and you go get your new life, because you know what? You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. I want you to put your hand over your heart and repeat after me. I deserve it. Nick deserves it. You deserve it. There's no need to sell yourself short. You're capable of anything you put your mind to. You be in the moment. You reconnect. You reconnect. And then you get to work. Get to work. And I'd love to hear what you're working on. If you're on a journey, please share your comments below. Let me know what you're working on. And anybody who sees that comment, I want to hear you're worth it. You're worth it.
Beautiful.
Let's support each other. Nick, you're worth it.
And you're beautiful.
And you're beautiful.
You're worth it.
And you're worth it. Namaste.